Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful.
Before I forget, and there's actually a lot of wrestling news to talk about, but the Andrade thing has been kind of a big story today. And he's done with WWE. So this was not his doing. I mean, I've seen all the speculation everywhere, and I don't know the whole story, but I do know it was a discipline thing. It was not his doing at all. You know, it wasn't like, oh, he's not being used well, so he's unhappy. I mean, yeah, I'm positive he's unhappy, but it wasn't him asking out, because in his situation, I mean, look, he's making a lot of money there. And if, there's only one other place to make money. And, I mean, yeah, people, yeah, he can go to CML. There's no money at his level to be made in CMLL. Of course, he could go there. Of course, there will be certain things very rewarding for him, because he could walk in there and be a main eventer and be a superstar there and perform before, big crowds and main event matches all the time and all that. But, he's used to American money, and, people don't really go, he may, again, do I see him going back to CMLL for some shots? Absolutely. I see him going there for some shots, but that's not going to be his prime thing. Would AEW take him or not? I don't know what Tony's going to do. He tried to leave on good terms. He just decided that he wasn't going to go back. And, I mean, he went back like they all do, but I don't think, he's a good wrestler and all. At this point, if I'm AEW, I am not really fond of using ex-WWE guys who have already proven to you that they want to go back to WWE, and they're not going to be happy there. And he caused problems. He caused problems there, and he wasn't the most willing and cooperative person there. And he's good. I mean, like, really good. But they got guys way better than him that are a lot more cooperative than him. And they got, they've got these guys like Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight, and those guys are no problem, and I just, I wouldn't take him back. You don't need him. Like, if you were desperate and you didn't have a lot of talent, absolutely, no doubt, I would take him back. But now, if they got too much talent, and Andrade, he ain't going to go on TV and change your ratings or anything like that. I don't think that you need a guy that, caused the trouble that he caused when he was there. And, but we'll see. I mean, Tony may take him anyway. I mean, I've just seen too many ex-WWE guys go there, and, they don't all cause trouble. And, Mercedes ended up being a lot better than a lot of people thought she would be. But a lot of others were not. And, the ones, again, it's like the ones who quit on their own to go to AEW, like your Ricochet, even Bobby Lashley, even though, obviously we haven't seen Bobby Lashley do any jobs or anything, but those guys, if you quit on your own to go to AEW, and AEW is where you want to be, those guys are usually going to be more often than not good. But the ones who get fired by WWE and then go to AEW, and then if they do well, WWE start calling them back, then they cause all kinds of trouble, because then they don't want to be there anymore. And Andrade already proved once that, that's the person he is. Now, granted, he also went back because of, his marriage, with Charlotte Flair, and that's over. So that was a reason they went back. But anyway, it was a disciplinary thing. What happened was, a couple of weeks ago, it actually is a story from a couple of weeks ago that just broke today. I mean, he wasn't fired until today, but a couple of weeks ago, there was a disciplinary thing. And all I know is it was at a TV shoot, and he was told to go home, and he's not been used since. And I was told it was not drug related. It was not alcohol related. It was not marriage related. All the marriage is over. But they do not, nobody would tell me what it was, but it was enough to be sent home. And when he was sent home,
you don't hear guys being sent home that often anymore, like you did back in the day.
Yeah. Well, it must, the feeling when he got sent home was that it must be serious because you don't hear about that. And he hasn't been used since. And I was told that when he was sent home, the people who know, were not told that he was done, but they assumed that he was done. And then today was the confirmation that he was done. So that's, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't want to speculate or anything like that. I know of things, but I don't think that this had to do with that. I know that they wanted him in the AAA project. I'm not sure that he was, he didn't do it, so there's that. So you can read what into what, I don't know that has anything to do with it or not. That's, I'm sure all of this will be denied, in the next week or two, but I mean, that's that part, being sent home in disciplinary and, all that, that's all accurate. And being fired, like he may say, I was mad, I quit, I wasn't fired. That's what happened.
Are you one of those youngsters today who listens to Spotify? I don't even know what it is. But I do know this. All of our podcasts are available at Spotify. You can head up right now and sign up. The easiest way to do so, f4wonline.com/Spotify. And for just $9.99 per month, you can listen to 84 podcasts on any given month. 84! 2 to 3 podcasts every single day covering pro wrestling and mixed martial arts. And if you think about $9.99 per month, that's just pennies per day. So check it out today on Spotify. That's f4wonline.com/Spotify. f4wonline.com/Spotify.